Alert the media, everybody. Alert the media. It's Tuesday again, which means the bunny has breached containment. That's right. I'm back. It's Tuesday, which means I'm here. Hello, everybody. Hello. It is so good to see you all. Happy Tuesday. Happy Bunny Breach Containment Day. It is so good to see you all. Happy end of March. Hello. Hello, Doc. Hello, Roro. Hello, Fluffy. Hello, I ain't F with you. Hello, all. How are we all doing today? Did everybody have a good weekend? Everybody have a nice time? I, once again, don't have anything crazy to report, which is, I guess, probably a good thing. Hello, Lumi. Hello. What do I have to report? Does anybody here have anything to report? Anything good that has happened to all of you? OMG, hi, Bunneth. Big fan. Who, little old me? Of little old me? You may have read about me in the papers. You may have seen me in a couple of the pictures. I'm kind of a big deal around here. Such a big deal that you gotta alert the media. I'm here. Stop the presses, then start them again. Put me in the presses as in the hydraulic press. Put me in the hydraulic presses and flatten me until I am pancake bunny sized. I bought an espresso machine recently and my lattes have been hitting. Oh, I'm so jealous. I would die for an espresso machine. I would die a second time for an espresso machine. The lattes have been hitting. Have you been making any specialty lattes in the espresso machine? I love espresso. There's nothing like a good espresso in the morning to wake you up. I just have a dookie little Keurig, which I mean, it does the job. I have my own personal coffee that I put in my own little reusable thing, and that's fine. It does the trick, but it's not an espresso machine. Is it big? My friends have an espresso machine, and anytime they offer, I always have to take it. Read about you in the wanted papers. What are my crimes? What am I wanted for? I paid that phone bill. And this time it wasn't to the scam company. It was to the real one. The loan sharks can't come after me. They'll never catch me. You can't catch me if your hand phases right through me. Last weekend I got second place in a Gunpla build contest. Yo, congratulations! Second place is amazing. Congrats. Did you get a medal? That's really cool. Wait, where was the Gunpla contest? That's really cool. That sounds really fun. Did you make a lot of friends? I need to find cool contests of community things. Although, I don't know if I would participate in a contest myself because I'm not competitive and I just go into things expecting that I'm gonna lose them. But maybe I should just do it for fun, for the love of the game. I hope it was fun. And welcome, Alyssa. Welcome. Wanted for rizzling crimes. Oh, they'll never catch me for that. They'll never catch me because anytime they try, I'll just rizz them. I'll just rizz them up and it'll distract them. And then I'll get away. They can't catch me. I'm too good at my rizzing. First on the list is a vanilla latte recipe that I have saved. Can I be your taste tester for that? Just curious. I do love me a vanilla latte. Have you ever tried making an espresso with a plant milk? Is that even possible, or can you really only steam a cow's milk? I've never tried steam. I imagine you can steam a plant milk because I've had hot plant milk drinks before. And hello, Cast Iron. Welcome. Hi, all hail the Bun Bun Queen. Hello. Welcome. Wait, that reminds me. I have a question. Speaking of sweets, I have a question very important for all Canadian viewers in my chat. Do you have Girl Scout cookies over there by any chance? I only want to know because I visited my parents over the weekend because I hadn't seen them in a while, and they had a box of Girl Scout cookies waiting for me when I got back, and I was very, very pleased. Caramel Delights, my favorite. And I was wondering if they're like just an American thing. I imagine they're just an American thing, but I don't know if other countries have like an equivalent to like the Girl Scout cookie. And if you don't, that you have to try one. You have to try. I love them. I love them personally. I love them because I feel like in all the years that I've been eating them, the recipe has never changed. They still taste just as good as they did when I was a kid. Ugh. I have to be very sparing though because they don't give you that many cookies per box, and I already only have like 5 left. I have no self-control though. It's a pretty cheap machine, but it gets the job done, and I think that's what's important. Okay, wait, it's cheap? It's affordable? I mean, I wouldn't have the space for it anyway, but I'm still curious though, and I'm glad that it gets the job done. You'll have to let me know how that vanilla latte recipe is, because I love a vanilla latte. And welcome, Jacob, welcome. Oh yeah, we have Girl Guides. They're functionally the same thing. Okay, so you have something that's pretty much like an equivalent. We have Girl Guides, and they have cookies that are chocolate milk and vanilla cream and chocolate cream mixed box. They aren't very good. They're not good? The way that you describe them sounds pretty good. A chocolate milk and vanilla cream cookie sounds really delicious. They've added a lot of new flavors to Girl Scout cookies recently. My family even got the gluten-free flavored one this year, which is like it's like a crispy caramel shortbread kind of cookie. And I didn't think it would be very good before trying it. It looked like it was going to be kind of crumbly, but it was delicious. The texture was so good. I forgot what it was called. I'll have to ask my parents again, but it was really tasty. So if anybody here has celiac or likes to eat gluten-free, I recommend whatever is their like caramel butterscotchy shortbread cookie. It's so good. I love cookies. I love cookies! Wanted for crimes against toilet kind? Listen, I can't control the way that my body functioned today. Work has been very stressful with the amount of things that I've had on my plate lately, and sometimes the body's response is you know, nature's laxative. But I can't control that. That shouldn't be a crime. That's natural and beautiful. But the Rizzling crimes, I guess they can count me on those. Illegally small and cute. This is what, you know what? This is why I have to wear high heels when I go out, because if I look too small and cute out in public, then everybody threatens to arrest me. And I can't go back to jail. I can't go back to jail. Not after that incident where I almost blew up the moon. Long story. I'll tell you guys about that another time. I don't know, to be honest, but if I get plant milk to steam, I think oat milk is the move. I think so too. Oat milk is always my milk of choice for coffee. I personally don't like almond milk in coffee because I find it to be too like thin and watery. If you get the creamer, it's not as bad, but I much prefer oat milk in my coffee. Cashew milk isn't bad either. I like to have cashew milk with cereal sometimes. You can. It might not get as frothy as you like. It'll take much longer. That's what I figured, because there's not as much fat in it. So that probably makes it harder to like get it to do what you want as like a cow's milk would. I mean, every now and then, if a cow's milk coffee is offered to me, I'll drink it. And it's gonna taste delicious, but my stomach is just not gonna be happy about it after. I'll mail you a latte, but no promises it'll hold through shipping. That's okay. Just wrap it up in like 50 million layers of cling film. It won't slip through that. That'll hold it. And it'll make it stay warm too. I'm so sad. My friends on the West Coast are making bagels and they look so delicious, and they've started to like sell them locally to like their friends and other people in the neighborhood. And I was like, can you bring some to the East Coast, please? They look so good. But I don't think that they would travel very well, unfortunately. But they look like really good bagels. It was a casual little competition put on by Bandai within a 30-minute line of kids. Oh, so it was like an official competition event. That's really cool. I'm glad that you got to go and that you got second. If it was an official event, even if it was an official event, that's nothing to sneeze at. Second is amazing. Congratulations. You'll have to post a picture of the Gunpla build in the server. But now I want to try a Girl Guide, even if you guys said that they're not very good. Those cookies should be illegal with how addictive they are. I agree. Either they should make the cookies illegal, or they should make a bigger box. Like, they need to make an XL-sized box of each of these cookies. It's like, it can only benefit because, like, the money's going to the Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts do good things. I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, you were a Girl Scout, right? And she's like, no, I was a brownie, but I was also a dropout brownie. And I was like, oh, Mom, you bad girl. But that makes so much sense. That makes it, I'm like, yeah, you're definitely my mom. I probably would have been a dropout brownie too. And a dropout egg me. Hello, Craig's Critique. Welcome, welcome. Lilith and Dr. Robotnik, both guilty of moon destruction. Lilith in cahoots with Eggman. Speaking of eggs, we're in cahoots because we're teaming up against our one common enemy, Gru from Despicable Me. He wants to steal the moon, not on my watch. I'll team up with the Eggman if it means destroying the moon. What was Robotnik's moon crime again? What did Eggman do to the moon? Did he want to turn the moon into a giant egg? He wants to steal the moon! I would kill for a box of the peanut butter patties / tagalongs. Oh, I love those. I think the caramel delights, the ones that have like the coconut, caramel, and shortbread and a little chocolate drizzle, those are my favorite. But I also love the peanut butter ones. And Thin Mints too are probably my other favorite classic. Thin Mints are probably like the universal favorite. It's like every year, my parents would always get 1 box of the Caramel Delights, 1 box of the peanut butter patties, and 2 boxes of the Thin Mints. And the peanut butter ones would be for my brother, the caramels would be for me, and the Thin Mints would be for them. But we would all kind of share, and everybody would go for the Thin Mints, of course. That's why they always had to get 2. If you are getting a box of Girl Scout cookies and you have a box of Thin Mints, my advice is put them in the fridge. Just put them in the fridge. Trust me. Just trust me on it. You won't regret it. Put them in the fridge, and then when they're nice and cold, try one, and you're gonna be saying, wow, I'm so glad I listened to Lilith. I'm glad that I always listen to Lilith. She has such good ideas, especially when it comes to cookies. People that like mint chocolate love them, but I don't like it. I mean, yeah, mint chocolate. The thing is, I'm not the biggest mint fan usually. Like, I'm not a big fan of mint chocolate ice cream. I don't really like mint gum. I much prefer like fruity gum. And I don't know, I'm not huge on mint, but I like mint in very specific cases. And mint in a Thin Mint is one of those cases. I love me a Thin Mint. They just, there's something about just the mix of like the cooling feeling and the crispy crunch and the chocolate coating. Oh, it's so good. And they're nice and crumbly too. So you can like take ice cream and you can like crumble up Thin Mints and like sprinkle them on top of the ice cream, and it's Lilith is talking about dessert again. What else is new? The cream cookies are kind of blah after they changed the recipe. My parents, they also got another new flavor this year. They got like a cream cookie as well that I didn't really like as much. It's like they got a bunch. They got much more than usual this year. And because they had more Girl Scouts than usual knocking on their door this year. And they can't say no to the Girl Scouts, because it's like, if a cute child comes to your door knocking and is like, I have the most delicious cookies for you, will you help give the money to a good cause and get cookies? You can't say no. You just can't. So they got a bunch of cookies, and one of them was like a little sandwich cookie, but I didn't really like that one as much. It was okay, but it was a chocolate sandwich cookie with like a chocolate filling, and I would have preferred if it was like a vanilla filling. That probably would have been too close to an Oreo, I guess, but I don't know. I thought they could have changed it up a little bit. I think it was like a Rocky Road flavor, which maybe is why I didn't love it all that much, because I'm not crazy about Rocky Road. Almond milk is the best for oatmeal. I didn't know you put milk in oatmeal. I guess that makes sense. Although I'm not really an oatmeal eater. But yeah, that would be the thing that you would use to make it oatmeal textured. That sounds about right. Eggman blasted the moon with a giant beam and then he threatened the Earth. He destroyed the moon before I did? How come he's not in jail? I feel like I have a distinct image of Eggman in jail pinstripes. There's a game where Eggman goes to jail, right? I feel like there is. But the Snap Cube team started a joke, Eggman pissed on the moon. Ew. That's even more of a crime than him trying to blast it with a beam. I would imagine some Canadian around here would be able to ship you some Girl Guide cookies and then some other Canadian snacks. We could do a cookie exchange. Canadians send me, Jacob, you send me the Girl Guides and then I send you Girl Scout cookies. Just let me know what flavors you want and I'll send them over. I always listen to Lilith. Listen to Lilith for great longevity. For great longevity lifespan. Thin Mints, fridge, shameful. Fighting words. You freeze them. Oh, you freeze them. That works too. I guess I didn't really think to freeze them because I thought that by freezing them, maybe they would become too hard and you would like break your teeth trying to eat them. But have you put the cookies in the freezer before and that tastes really good? I'll have to try that. Because I've only put them in the fridge and they taste really good doing that, but I'll have to try them in the freezer. As if this leads to me breaking my teeth and having to get thousands of dollars in dental work done, I'm finding you. Just letting you know. This better not lead to a deceiving. And welcome, Broken Weeble. Welcome. Great from the freezer. You guys better not be deceiving me. They really come out good. They come out like good textured. They're not like hockey pucks. I guess they wouldn't. The texture wouldn't really make them come out as hockey pucks because they're pretty dry already. Yeah, that would make sense. Girl Scout Mafia racket in action. My parents are the Girl Scout Mafia. They've hoarded all of the Girl Scout cookies so nobody else in the neighborhood were able to buy them. My parents bought them all. I would have made a terrible Girl Scout. Too much outdoor stuff. The second I start getting bitten up by mosquitoes, I'd be like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play Pokemon. Shared pictures of them in the food channel. Thank you. I'll have to see how they compare aesthetics-wise to a Girl Scout cookie. In Sonic Adventure 2, there was a character that looks like Eggman that was in jail. Eggman has a brother. Eggman has a twin. And they get into twin shenanigans. Twin criminals. You'd want to blast part of the moon away if he pissed on it. Any part that it touched, I'm blasting away. That's how we became in cahoots. I'm like, you've tainted the moon, Dr. Eggman, and now I'm blasting it. The freezer is ideal. Fridge Thin Mints are a half measure for... Who you calling a coward? They still come out cold. That just means that your fridge is warm. I'm no coward. I'll find all of you. You raid my parents' fridge. You raid my parents' pantry. I'm finding you. I'm stealing all your Girl Scout cookies. Stay away from my cooks. I don't have a dealer for Girl Scout cookies anymore since I'm in the UK. Wait, they don't get Girl Scout cookies in the UK either. I could see how Girl Scout cookies would be a very American thing. Wait, does the UK have an equivalent? I'm just under the assumption that every country has their own equivalent to Girl Scout cookies. What kind of special seasonal cookies do you guys got over there? My dad cracked me up this weekend. I was, he was asking me, he made me realize that I am definitely getting older because he asked me, he was like, have you ever heard of a musician named Yeet? And I'm like, what? Who? Huh? Yeet as in a thing that you throw? Like when you grab a can of soda and you throw it at someone's head and you go, ah! I just yeeted off my headphones and you go, yeet! And he's like, no, there's a musician named Yeet. I was in the city and I was having dinner with some friends. We were gonna go to a show that night, and we saw a bunch of young kids. They were all lined up. And my first thought when I see people lined up is, what are they giving away for free? And that like cracked me up. I don't know. I'm just like, that's such like a parent or like older generation thing to say, is like you see a big line or crowd of people and you're just like, what are they giving away for free? So now anytime I see a line anywhere, that's what I'm gonna say. Although now in this day and age, anytime you see a line, you'll know that what they're lining up for is most certainly not free. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate redeem. Hello, Panky. Welcome. Thank you for the hydrate. Where's the free stuff? But yeah, I don't know who Yeet is. That's how I know that I am definitely getting older. Although when it comes to music, I'm always a little bit behind because, well, y'all know what my taste is. Need a Sonic movie server watch along? Wait, I've seen the Sonic movie. I've seen the new one. I was about to be like, what Sonic movie? But I'm like, wait, that Sonic movie, the current one. Thank you for your boop snoop. Tagalongs were the best. I do love those too. Like the peanut butter is a really good texture. When it has that nice sweet like desserty peanut butter taste, I love those. When your dad is more up to date on current music than you might be washed. Well, no, he was asking me who that is. My dad likes, the thing is, my dad won't listen to current music, but he likes the artists as their personalities. Like, he asked me once, he was like, do you listen to Charlie XCX? And I was like, not really. I mean, I think she's fine, but I don't really listen to her music. And he's like, I think that she's pretty neat. And then there was another time he was like, do you like Ice Spice? And I'm like, I don't really listen to Ice Spice, Dad. And he's like, I like Ice Spice. But he likes Ice Spice because she's because she's from the Bronx. Anybody who's like from New York, my dad just automatically likes, and I just think it's really funny. They're lining up for free, I don't know, cooking lessons or whatever the Gen Z do. Apparently they're lining up for yeeting lessons. The kids don't know how to yeet these days. First I hear that the kids don't know how to read, and now apparently the kids don't know how to yeet either. What are they teaching them in schools? We need to open the schools again and teach children how to properly yeet. When I was younger, what was I lining up for? I don't know. I wasn't lining up for free things. Well, no, I think I was lining up for free things sometimes. I don't think I ever got the free things. I did, yeah, when I was younger, I did line up for concerts, but like I already had tickets. Now I don't really like to line up for concerts anymore. I'm just like, I want to go to the concert if I have a place to sit. Because that's the type of old lady that I am. I can't be in the pit anymore. I'm not that kind of hardcore. I don't like people touching me. I watched an animated Sonic movie where Sonic flips Robotnik the bird. Wait, that's badass. That's the Sonic movie that I want to watch. I lined up for the Scholastic Book Fair. Yeah. I lined up for the Scholastic Book Fair. I miss the Scholastic Book Fair. Oh, those were the days. I loved getting myself a scented eraser and a bookmark and a copy of Chicken Soup for the Cat Lover's Soul. Good stuff. Good stuff. I was so excited because at Barnes & Noble the other day, they had an entire section dedicated to Don May. And I was like, this is very dangerous for me. By the way, everybody, actual tragic thing that did happen to me this week. I lied. How's yous? I'm good, Panky. I'm good, except for the tragic thing that happened. Here's the tragic thing that happened. I finally started Nana. And, okay. Here's the thing. I love it. I'm prefacing this by saying I really love it so far. But the thing is, I was warned. I was warned going in that Nana was gonna get painful, and it's gonna tug at the heartstrings a little, and there's gonna be parts that's hard to watch. What I was not prepared for is how the pain is immediate. They don't lead you in at all. No foreplay or nothing. It's just immediately, okay, your heart is broken. Time to feel. Time to watch these girls just go through hell. It's so good. I really like it so far, and I want to continue, but I'm just like, how I know I like it so far is because the characters are doing things that are making me very frustrated, but in a way where it's like, not in a way where I'm like, this character is stupid and I hate them and I just want them to leave. In a way where I'm like, I care about this character and I want the best for them, but they keep doing things that are like, make you want to tear your hair out. Hachi in particular. I won't spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. But yeah, I mean, I'm really loving it so far. I really like the punk Nana, the one who's the singer in the band. I think she's super cool. I'm very interested in her story. So I'm interested to see her story unfold more and more as I continue to watch. I think I'm like 11 or 12 episodes in so far. So I still have a ways to go. But yeah, of all of the anime to watch when I'm like getting back into like regularly watching anime, I had to pick that one. I ordered so many Goosebump books, and I always had something different because they sold out. Yeah, there were so many of those. There were so many. They sold a lot of good series at the Scholastic Book Fair. So if you were into different series, then you were usually in luck finding something that you could enjoy. Reading Nana, do you need therapy yet? I'm watching the anime right now. I am thinking of maybe getting the manga after, just to see if there's like any differences. But yes, I do need therapy. This is too much. It's so good though. The writing is really good. Like I really dig the dialogue, and it's nice following like a bunch of, I mean, I know that they are still fairly young. They're like in college, but they do feel like adults that are kind of slowly growing, maturing, learning things about the world. But it's very painful. I don't know if anybody in chat here has seen Nana. So, yeah, if anybody has any good, like, palate cleanser animes to watch in the meantime, suggestions would be welcome, because I've definitely been consuming a lot of angst lately, I'm starting to realize, and I could maybe use a palate cleanser or something. So I'm on Book 3 of Heaven Official's Blessing, and it's starting to get very tragic right now. And I started playing Dramatical Murder too, and that is insane and toxic and full of crazy stuff. And just, and Nana, you know, everything I've been consuming right now has been angsty and tragic and full of things that make me want to eat ice cream and cry. So if anybody has anything like that doesn't make me want to do that, I should probably consume it so I don't go insane. I wish I was cool enough to be an Animorphs kid. Me too. I wasn't cool enough to be an Animorphs kid. Like I've said, I was a Warrior Cats kid. My life was all Warrior Cats. But I should have read the Animorphs series as a kid. I read a lot of other series as a kid. I really liked Percy Jackson. I read the Twilight series, of course. Yeah, I read the Warrior Cat series, probably some other popular ones. I don't think I read the Divergent series or a lot of the other kind of like Twilight clones that came out around then. Or like, I didn't read Hunger Games. But yeah, I did a lot of reading when I was younger. If you need to cleanse with some comfy cozy, you've been recommended a bunch of Witch series. Yeah, I do know Witch Hat Atelier is coming out soon, and I do really want to watch that one, as well as all the other Witch series that have been recommended to me in the server. So thank you guys for those suggestions. If you want something fun and uplifting, there's a series about a jester girl arriving at a circus. Ooh, tell me more. Where there's a doll lady, a bunny, a ribbon girl, and a teeth man. I heard nothing bad happens there. How could anything bad happen at the circus? Next, you're gonna tell me that there's a bubble character who's so sweet and wholesome. I'll have to give that sweet, wholesome circus series a try. Maybe after that, I'll try a series that takes place at a fun, comfy, cozy little hotel where all the characters wear red and they sing and nothing bad happens there. I wasn't Warrior Cats cool either. No, listen, reading Warrior Cats didn't make you cool. It made you probably a potential furry, maybe? I don't know. It made you a dedicated reader, that's for sure, because there were a whole bunch of Warrior Cats books. Hunger Games. No, listen, the only reason I didn't read Hunger Games in school was because, it was because, I was when I was a teenager, so of course I wanted to be unique and different. And I was always getting really annoyed because in 9th grade, whenever we had to do book reports. We had to do these book reports, and we had to like do the book report aloud in front of our class in English. And for the book report, every fucking kid was reading the Hunger Games. And they would all report on the Hunger Games. And I was like, all right, well, I already know what happens in the Hunger Games. I don't need to read the book because everybody's talking about it. And I got annoyed. And then one day I went up for my book report and I was like, what I read for my book report was the Jim Morrison biography from The Doors. I don't know why I chose that book in particular, but then when I picked it, I remember my teacher was like, their eyes like bulged out of their head and they were like, what? How do you even know about that? I don't know. I think I just wanted to be different. But it was a good book. That man led a very crazy life. But yeah, I already knew what had happened in the Hunger Games. And then the movies came out not that long after, so I saw those at like every birthday party for like a year. Silent Witch would be a fun palate cleanser. Why are these witch anime all so cozy? You'd think with like witch anime, they would be like cursing everybody. Should I watch that new Goblin Isekai that's coming out? I'm not gonna lie, that looks really bad. I can highly recommend City the Animation as a generally chill but very fun and life-affirming show. Ooh, that sounds nice. Something that kind of warms the heart, warms the cockles a little bit, rather than chills them to the bone and makes them disappear. A digital circus, even. What about an analog circus? You've heard of the amazing digital circus. Now you've heard of the disgusting analog circus. The filthy, putrid analog circus. Ew. And the main character is a mime. And the bad guy is a giant eyeball. And her friends are a marionette. And I'm just making. There's probably already a bootleg version of the amazing digital circus. I'm just describing something that most likely already exists. Like Ratatouille. Lilith not helping with the furry allegations and the Wario Cats and an Anthro VTuber model. At this point, I can't even fight anymore. But you know what? Maybe that's something to manifest because they all seem to have endless money to afford those big giant fursuits. I'd like endless money. Valid crash out. I guess you can say in a way that was kind of my crash out. I loved English class, and I liked being challenged by hard books. Fuck no, avoid all goblin isekai. I agree with avoiding all goblin isekai. This is one where like the main character gets isekai'd as like a goblin, and they just look like a little blue person. They don't even really look like a they look more like a turtle. But I don't know, it looks like every other isekai where it's just gonna turn into, you know, a basic Ascension anime. Like what we were talking about last week with the problem with isekai, where all of them start out as this gimmick, and then they just turn into like a basic fantasy where like there's nothing unique or interesting. It's just like all a gimmick. The Hunger Games, or as Film Society calls it, Battle Royale for tweens. I kid, of course. But are you wrong, though? They do have very similar plot lines. A disgusting analog circus, so a regular circus. Exactly. Yeah. That's just redundant. It's basically a pretty redundant thing to say. Well, thank you guys for the suggestions. It's nice to be, like, watching anime, but I don't know. I had to take, like, a day or two break from watching Nana because I was just getting so frustrated with some of the decisions the characters were making. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I want to care. I want to care. The worst thing a series can be is boring. If you don't care about the characters, then it's just what's the point of even watching? Don't say psych. You're right. Yeah, no, don't say psych. You're right. I was talking with a coworker yesterday. I was on call with a coworker, and we got into the discussion of anime, and he asked me what my top 5 are. And I feel like if you asked me what my top 3 are, that's really easy. Like, my top 3 are Madoka, Mob Psycho 100, and Cowboy Bebop. But top 5 is so much harder for me, because I have no idea what to put for the next 2. I have to think about it for a while because I've seen so many goddamn anime. And it's also hard because I'm just like, well, what would I put in my top 5? Do I want to put ones that are like really special to me that I can acknowledge probably aren't really very good anime, but like they mean a lot to me because like I watched them at a certain point in my life, or just an anime that I do find to genuinely be like objectively very good, or just, I don't know. It's so hard. Because there's a lot of others that I really love, like Sweetness and Lightning, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Evangelion. It's hard to pick. So that's why I don't know. I much prefer when people ask me what my top 3 favorite are. I would rather name my top 3 because it's because those 3 are just like they're leagues above the rest of any of the anime I've watched. In terms of like how much I love them. Dang, did I miss on Digital Circus Discourse? No, just a suggestion to watch Digital Circus for some sweet, wholesome fun times. On my own Battle Royale mention, what I truly loved about Battle Royale was that all the kids really do act like kids and how they deal with being put in that dark situation. Those are my favorite types of death games. If I could recommend like one death game for everybody here in chat to play, it's Your Turn to Die. It's so good. And it's kind of for that same reason. Not all the characters are kids in Your Turn to Die. There's a lot of adults in that game too. It's on Steam. You can buy the game on Steam. It's so good. But it's a lot of dialogue, so if that's not really your thing, I understand. But what I really like about it is the characters act very realistic to how people would in a death game scenario. Like, as the game goes on, you can see the characters just, like, become a lot more, like, weary and depressed. And, like, they're affected by watching the people around them die. Like, as much as I love Danganronpa and some other death games, I do think it's a bit wacky when after a death happens, everybody's just kind of like, well, what's for breakfast this morning? It's like, you can eat! You just saw guts and you can eat! I can only do that if I see the guts in the movies, not in real life. But in that, I do like how it feels very, like, realistic to how you would deal with being in a really messed up situation like that. It's hard to recommend people to watch Evangelion because then you have to get into watch orders. Yeah, there's the watch orders, and it's also just, like, it's a very particular show, you know? It's not, I would never tell anybody to start their anime journey with Evangelion, just because it's a lot more dense than people think it is. I don't know. I feel like I would get scared if Evangelion was the very first anime that I had ever watched. Okay, bottom 3 anime, what are those? Oof, that one's even harder. bottom 3. But in terms of ones that I liked the least, maybe... At least in ones that I finished. Promised Neverland. Elfen Lied. Oh, there's gotta be one more in there. And welcome, Robinyan. Welcome, welcome. Hello, happy Tuesday. I mean, like, Promised Neverland, do I even need to explain? Not season 1 was good. Season 2, we're just not gonna talk about it. What's my last one, though? That's gonna be hard. So many bad ones, but I want to think of ones that I had like seen all the way through that I just could not get with. I'll have to get back to you on the last one, but Promised Neverland and Elfen Lied are definitely some of the bottom of the barrel for me. A lot of just very bad ones. She got me to play Your Turn to Die years ago. Yes, I did get Jacob to play Your Turn to Die. It's great, and I refuse to play it until it's done. Yes, actually, the game is not done. The game's not done. There's still one final part, I think, that needs to be released. It's just one person making it, which would explain that. But it's a great game. Lilith, did you watch Shiba Yugi? Did you? No, I haven't. Is that good or bad? Can't eat after seeing a murder sounds like a skill issue. Fine. Next time you see a dead body, I'm gonna throw you a sandwich. And then I'm gonna make you record yourself eating the whole thing. And then we'll see who has the last word. Skill issue. And welcome, Blauvin. What about Twinkle Nora Rock Me? What? That just sounds like a bad title. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. I don't know if I can even do a top 3 anime since not many were formative to me, but Steins Gate is comfortably my #1 despite some elements that haven't aged well. I still need to watch the Steins Gate anime because I know in terms of like visual novel adaptations, that's supposed to be one of the better ones. It willeth. Oh, maybe the Danganronpa anime might be another one that's on the bottom for me. The Danganronpa actually, all of the Danganronpa animes are dog shit now that I think about it. I didn't like any of them. The original one was bad because it's just really cheap budget, rushed through, no love put into it. And then Danganronpa 3 was just, I just don't know what they were thinking. It was just one bad decision after another. I'm sorry. Maybe those would be on the bottom as well. God, Promised Neverland Season 1 is like a 9 out of 10, though shame about the rest of it. Yeah, shame there was never a second season of Promised Neverland. Because that first season was so good, it would have been great if they continued. It's just a real shame they never did. It's a real shame they never finished the story. You never found out what happened to those crazy kids. SAO has been a disaster for the anime industry. That's one. SAO, I think, is one anime that I won't ever be touching with a 50-foot pole. If an anime that everyone pretends doesn't exist, then it's on the list, yeah. If everybody makes jokes being like, man, it's a shame they never made an anime of this, or it's a shame this never got a second season, then it's on the list. Then it's on the list. Did Lilith see School Days? I've seen School Live! Or Haruhi Endless 8, which I like, but I get why people don't. I've seen a video about the Endless 8. I actually haven't watched Haruhi, but I've been told that Haruhi would just frustrate me. Especially the Endless 8. The best anime is the one where Queenie gets isekai'd and wakes up in managing a Catboy mansion. When is that isekai happening? How come it hasn't happened yet? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my isekai story, where I get isekai'd into Catboy Mansion and managing it. Now, I've always said that I'm not a very good manager, but if I feel like if I can manage anything, it will be a house full of catboys. No problem. There is no Promised Neverland Season 2. What are you talking about? There is no war in Ba Sing Se. And there is no Promised Neverland Season 2. It's the playing death games to put food on the table one. Wait, is there an anime called Playing Death Game? Oh, that's the anime. I still need to watch that one. Death Parade was really good. That's a really, really good anime. I'm still waiting for the Season 2 announcement of Promised Neverland. It must be due any day now. I know, we've been waiting for so many years. We've been waiting, what, like 5-6 years now? Any day now they'll release it. Any day now they'll give us the peak that we've been waiting for. Agreed on Elfen Lied being bad. I had never groaned so much as I did when watching Elfen Lied. I had to watch that for an internship. I had to watch Elfen Lied for an internship once, all the way through, and the first half of the first episode intrigued me. I thought it was interesting. It was like this girl who had murdered, destroyed, decimated every single person in this lab, and she escapes the lab, and you think it's gonna be like this like super powered girl who like needs to escape the people who have imprisoned her, and she's getting revenge on the world, and I thought it was gonna be really like weird and unique and interesting and cool, and then she gets amnesia, and she wakes up, and the only way she can communicate with people is by going nya, nya. And then it just and then it's just endless cringe, and it was just not the anime that I wanted it to be. I did not like it. I wished it was different. I will say another least favorite anime for me is Princess Tutu. I did not like it. Really? I've heard a lot of good things about Princess Tutu, but I've never tried it. Some people have told me I might like it because there's some moments that are a little like dark, but I don't know. I think the art style throws me off a little bit, and I'm not sure. Some things always kind of put me off from starting it. So if you didn't like it, maybe I won't try it. Depending on your sense of humor, the English dub of Ghost Stories can be pretty cringe. Yeah, I mean, I've had to watch a few of those for work purposes, but they're definitely, I mean, a lot of people like to talk about the Ghost Stories dub, and it definitely has its funny moments, but then there's a lot of other moments in the Ghost Story dub that you're listening and you're like, ooh, yeah, that was very much a product of its time. Yikes. Yeah, there's some funny moments, but definitely some cringe moments as well. Is the Twitch player skipping around for anyone hearing Lilith twice a lot? Really? Oh, I did see. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it looks like the Twitch player is buffering a little bit. Not sure what that's about. Let me know if that continues. Yeah, I do notice a little bit of buffering in the Twitch player. I don't know if that has to do with my Wi-Fi or what. Hopefully that won't be a big issue, but let me know if that continues, and I'll try to figure that out. It says that my connection is good, so it might be a Twitch problem. It's saying that I have good connection, and it doesn't look like Streamlabs is mentioning anything about buffering, so this might be a Twitch issue, actually. Apologies if it's PowerPoint presentation, Lilith. Getting some skips for a bit, but no audio issues. Oh boy. Oh dear. It looks like when it switches quality, it hiccups. Okay. Well, I am noticing it on my laptop as well, so, but it's like not always. It's like on occasion, which is why I'm like looking over this way. Apologies for the scuff, for anybody who's getting scuffy Lilith. Oh, but Lilith, you just have to get past the cut. I'm not reading the rest of that. I'm not reading the rest of that shit. Moving on. Moving on. I did not like Haruhi. Haruhi, I've heard many more mixed things than Princess Tutu. It seems like when it comes to Haruhi, either people loved it or they hated it. But I can't watch 8 episodes of the same thing. I simply do not have the time, nor the patience anymore. Maybe I would have as a teenager, but not anymore. It's hard for me to remember what happened with Haruhi since I watched it back in the days where anime on YouTube was in 10 parts and Haruhi was already hard to determine the order. Yeah, exactly. It's like that anime was definitely from a time where if we wanted to watch anime, you gotta watch it on YouTube split into 3 to 10 parts, which was how I watched Detective Conan and any other anime that I liked. And Crunchyroll was like a pirating website. Oh no, every video game plotline. Amnesia! Probably one of my least favorite tropes in video game, or in any fiction. I'm not a big fan of Amnesia, personally. I wish it wasn't such a popular trope. The only thing I remember about the first episode of Elfen Lied, apart from the murder, is her peeing on the floor. Yeah, it's just a lot of bullshit like that. It's a lot of bullshit like that, like her just peeing on the floor and talking like a baby, and it's not for me. I'm not really into that kind of thing. If I want something freaky, it needs to be in like, you know, it needs to be in my romance games, not in an anime where I'm watching for the plot, you know? I think the anime that disappointed me the most was Summertime Rendering. It hooked me for the first part, and then I quite quickly got bored of the direction it went in. I completely lost interest. That, I honestly, that's more frustrating to me than when I watch an anime that makes me, like, upset. Because at least, if I'm watching an anime like the second season of The Promised Neverland that just makes me frustrated, it's like at least I'm caring because I like the story and I want it to go well. But if I'm watching an anime where I'm so excited for it, but then I just get bored, I feel like that's even worse. Because you just slowly watch the hype you have for it die down. It's like, it's not even that it's bad, it's just not what you want it to be. And it just gets so boring and you just feel like it's a chore to watch it each week. I hate that. I feel like I've had that with some anime before. Like, I remember, I think once I tried watching Bunny Girl Senpai once years ago. But I couldn't even finish the first episode because I was so bored out of my mind. I don't know. Like, I tried, but I just could not get into it. I was like, nothing's happening. Like, the plot description sounded so interesting, but watching the episode, literally nothing was happening. Twitch just being Twitch. Yeah, I think this is just Twitch just being booty hole as usual. Twitch just be twitching. Twitch just twitching their booty hole as usual. What else is new? Amnesia is just a cheap way to allow plot expansion. Yeah, it's a convenient plot device is what it is. It's a convenient plot device as a way to, like, cause a new issue, keep it going, and allow more plot exposition. Yeah. And I always just have to groan anytime there's amnesia in a plot line. Which is, like, kind of bad. I know that in Heaven Official's Blessing, eventually there's going to be an amnesia arc. I got spoiled about that, so I'm just gonna have to be like, oh, it's alright. It's alright, it'll be worth it for the romance at the end. Who pees where? There's peeing in Elfen Lied. All the more reason to maybe skip it. Yo, I fell off Summertime Render like 3 episodes before the end because I realized I just stopped caring. I think the pacing of that show was whack. Yeah, it's like, why bother finishing a series if you just don't care? Like, I want to care about the characters. I want to care about the plot. I wish I grew up with animes on YouTube. I'm from the buy random VHS from Suncoast and hope that it's good. Yeah, you just hope that it wasn't like, that it's not like the worst anime you've ever seen in your life. I do have some anime VHS. Ooh, excuse me. The anime VHS that I do have is, when I was a kid, I went to a toy store once, and there was like a big fluffy Hamtaro plush in the toy store, and I really wanted it. So I asked my mom to buy it for me, and she bought it, and it came with a VHS of the first episode of Hamtaro. So I popped that into the VCR, and I loved it, and then I ended up having my parents buy like 4 more Hamtaro VCRs that had like the first, like each VCR had like 3 or 4 episodes on it, so I think I had maybe the first 12, 16 episodes of Hamtaro on VHS. and I would watch those. And I watched them so much that eventually, like, they would start to, like, skip. But by the time I started watching anime when I was like 13 maybe, that's when I started watching it on YouTube. I feel like Chobits is another one of those anime that was just too odd to get into. That's the fingering your robot girlfriend anime, right? First episode with turning the robot girl on. Just give me the heebie-jeebies now. Yeah, I know that's what that anime is. I haven't seen that one, but I know that one's kind of freaky-deaky. Those 90s anime, man, they were a little more hardcore, and they were fine with the kids watching too. Also, we'll continue the anime conversation, but let's pop up a game. I want to see if maybe we can finish this today. I wanna play Creature Comforts. I wanna finish Creature Comforts today. I need to keep feeding my critters. All right, the game is up. Change the category and feed our little animals. I love how lately the newest thing with streams has been just having discussions about anime before we begin the game. It's really nice. Thank you guys for always, like, being happy to talk about anime with me. I mean, naturally, all of us would want to talk about anime. That's what we all initially became friends over. Made me realize how much I miss talking about anime. But it's actually really nice being able to talk about it in this really casual setting. Like, when, back when we had the podcast. Oh, wait, he's back! Okay, I'm gonna try and figure out your favorite recipe this time. Let's see. I feel like maybe it's something with carrots. Carrots, beef stew. But I'm gonna try a carrot recipe I haven't made yet. I think, it's the beef stew. I'm gonna make him beef stew. I hope that doesn't take too long. Okay, broth, fried steak, carrot slice, potato slice. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it in time, but we're gonna try. Okay. Oh, the dog is here. Okay, broth. Fried steak. Okay, let's not fuck up our steak. Rabbit stew? No! Beef! Beef! Get it right! Rabbit stew. That's not tasty. That's not what the recipe calls for. Beef. Wait, when did Fresno Nightcrawler show up? Wait, you talk. Oh, god damn it! I'm so bad at the frying still. The sock guy. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Just be patient. Just be patient, okay? I promise it's gonna be delicious. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. We did it. Fried steak. Broth. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Carrot slice. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Please. I'll sing for you. I'll sing you a song. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us all sugar and tea and rum. Go. Potato. Potato slice. I need a tuber. It's almost ready. Don't worry. It's almost ready. Fresno Nightcrawler. Okay, it's almost ready. It's gonna be delicious, I promise. You're gonna love it. Mmm. Oh, actually, that looks good. Okay. Let's see if he'll eat it. Do you like it? I know you like... Yeah? What? What? Well, I don't know what he... Get out of my kitchen! Did he like it? Taking a picture of him, right? Pants? He wants one specific dish. It took me a while to figure out what this one wants, so I keep his favorite snack stashed away from the other critters. So it wasn't that. We still don't know. I'm guessing that's last then. I'm guessing he's the last monster. Maybe? I don't know. Jahali want to play Nightcrawlers. Does the Nightcrawler guy look like this guy? When all the early weebs get old and are sitting in a retirement home, what anime will they put on the TV in the public area? Whatever anime is the equivalent to, like, any of those procedurals that they watch. Or, like, what's the anime equivalent to that show 911? You know the one where they had the trailer recently where, like, the aliens are invading and stuff? That one? Okay. Next, we have to go to this room. This gent is such a hopeless romantic. He would always sing verses by the fire for a rose. Okay, we got Sassfoot. Never been seen. Didn't know he was blurry in real life. Very polite. Can't seem to sit still. And now we have to go into this room. So we have to grab the camera and take a picture by this bottle thingy. I think this was the room. Oh yeah, what was, oops, that wasn't it. Flashlight. Oh, that's the bathroom. That's the bathroom. What, I don't know. Let me think on that. Detective Conan, because there's like endless amounts of episodes and they just always need to have something. They need to have something that would be on syndication that could just always be playing. In like, you know, hospital, any kind of waiting room, you know? Okay, how do I open? Oh, this requires a puzzle to open. Let's see if we can find some clues. Recipe. But let's grab some recipes first. Chips and guac! Who doesn't love chips and guac? Fruit salad recipe. Not as good as chips and guac. Avocado! Tomorrow's my birthday, no joke. Yo, happy almost birthday! Happy almost birthday. You got anything special planned? Oh, okay, wait. This might be a clue. What are these buttons here? Okay, that might align to something. Well, first, let me get a picture around here. Up. Oh, wait. This is a vase. I think I need to leave a flower. I need to find a rose. Okay. That's what I need to do. And then get a picture of that. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Alright, let's get a flower. So, we'll explore a little bit. We want to open this too. We need to find out what the puzzle to this is. So we need to find a specific time. This is locked. Heavy. Can we open these? Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. Do these have clues on them? No. That doesn't work. Yeah, I figure we need to burn a book for funsies. I need matches. Let's see, are there any clues upstairs, maybe? Rabbit stew. I can't believe he didn't like my beef stew. I'm insulted. I toiled away at that. No appreciate. Oh, wait. Could this be a clue? These weird shapes here? 4... are these supposed to be, like, numbers or something? I'm confused. I want that recipe, too. Okay, the second hand is always moving. No clue here. Oh, yeah, the fireplace. Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, I turned this on. I can't grab that, it looks like. But can I get some kind of... Can I grab anything here? Or is there any kind of kindling that I can use? Oh, yeah, the drawer. Typewriter handle. There we go. Good eyes, Doc. Thank you. Once there was a wizard who came from Old Snake Mouth, went clockwise round the mountain, landed 1 pace past due south. Done shopping in Lumtown, trekked back the way he can, rune in hand, the man ended a couple paces past North's Flame. At sunset, with a bag and sword, the wizard made for the east. His goal was the town named 4 beyond the fields of evil beasts. That has to be a clue. Went clockwise round the went clockwise round the mountain, landed 1 pace past due south. Does that mean that would be like 6 something, maybe? Done shopping in Lumtown, trekked back the way he came, rune in hand, the man ended a couple paces past North's Flame. Rune in hand, North's Flame. Wait, that must be the fireplace. Rune in hand, North's Flame. There's a stain above here, so do we need to put... We need to put something there? South 6, so maybe 7. 6, 7! You did that on purpose. Yeah, maybe the 6 hand. Maybe that would be on the 7 hand. Maybe... Yeah, would that be on the 7 hand? And then the other one would be a couple... Would that be on the 2, maybe? Let's check. Wait, what? Oh, that didn't open it. Okay, Oh. It doesn't like me doing that. But does that mean I'm doing this correct? I think the click was to confirm you got the first number. Okay, and now the second number. I think it's 2, right? feel like it would be 2. Or does the second hand need to be... Okay, only the hour hand is moving. The minute hand isn't. I thought it would be 2. Can you open the hint and I can screenshot it? Okay. Yeah, let's look at the hint again. Once there was a wizard who came from Old Snake Mouth, went clockwise round the mountain, landed one pace past due south. So I think that was 7. Done shopping at Lumtown, trekked back the way he came. Oh, we have to go backwards. It's to 2, right? Wouldn't it be? I thought that's what we'd have to do. Bun Bun the Roro is tired. Oh no, did you have a long day at work? I've had a pretty long past couple of weeks. Although now I'm happy because I lightened my work week a little bit. So tomorrow I want to go bird watching. Start with the sequence again, starting with the 6. Okay, how do I restart it? Is there a way you can, like, reset? Oh, okay, wait. I think that click is the sound that I reached the right number. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna leave the room. And I'm gonna come back. And we're gonna do it again. Okay. So. Wait. Huh? I'm so confused! Okay, this puzzle is tripping me up a little bit. Will this one even get me a rose? Doesn't look like it will. I don't even know what that thing is. Oh, that might actually go here, now that I think about it. This must be the other puzzle. Okay. Went clockwise round the mountain, landed one pace past due south, done shopping at Lumtown, and trekked the way back the way he came. 7, then counterclockwise to a couple paces past north. At sunset, with a bag and sword, the wizard made for the east. His goal was the town named 4, beyond the fields of evil beasts. So that last one is probably 4, right? So would it be 7? Then maybe like 10? And then 4. Let's try it. Alright. Gonna leave and come back again. Let's try 7, 10, 4. That's really all I can think of. I love a puzzle! Okay. So. And then... 10. 4. Hey! There we go! We're geniuses! And then that goes here. Perfect. Alright, took a little brain power, but we got there. We got there. We always get there eventually. So we got that half. So now the other half is probably... Unless we can... Oh. The other half is probably part of this puzzle, which might... The clue might be here. Alright, so for this puzzle, I think I'll take a picture of this one just so I can remember the pattern. I think we go to the globe, and we have to click on the little tokens in that order. Have we tried going entirely around the clock for clockwise around the mountain before going to 7? Never mind, ignore me. Okay. No need to worry, we figured it out. Alright, so I think I need to touch them in that order. So I need to touch the 4 first. Where is the 4? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, and it went down. So that, and now this one. And now this kind of flat-looking one. This one. And now the squiggly one. This one. And... this one. Beans! We got beans. Bean burrito recipe. Wait, but where's the... Okay, we got the beans. But where's the other half of the thing? These beans are useless. Let me take a look at these beans. You guys know what happens when you give a bunny some beans. These are some very dangerous beans. And I'm gonna do the beans. Yeet these beans! Looks like the download symbol. No, don't give the buns beans. You'll doom them all. What if they're toe beans, though? Give the bun the beans. I can handle the beans. What's gonna happen if I have some beans? Beans, beans, the musical fruit. The more the bun eats, the more beautiful she sounds when she sings. She got the beans, them poor cat toes, yeah. How many poor kitties had to get their beans tickled for this? How many cats had to suffer getting their beans taken pictures of? Okay, where is the other half of that thing? It doesn't look like it's anywhere in here. I feel like we've solved all the puzzles in here. Maybe we find it later? Let's see. Because according to the book, the next creature we need to feed is in there. Hello? Who goes? Bigfoot? Somebody in the shed. Oh, wait. I feel like I saw something over here about an achievement you can get. Wait, I need to try it. Oh. Maybe it's not here. Never mind. I think there's one where I can electrocute myself. Tickling the beans sounds very dirt. Yeah. Maybe a little. Wawa. Okay. Oh, wait. I was gonna go to... Hang on. The book. This gent is such a hopeless romantic. He would always sing verses by the fire for a rose. Yeah, so I need to put a rose in there. The stars. Few are graced by its presence, a true honor to be part of its gaze. Its been many years since I've seen this friend. About. Evenings watching I. Okay, yeah, I think it has to be the Rose. The Rose guy. Do you have the answer, doggy? Good boy. I didn't even realize I could turn on the lights. Anything in the bathroom that might help me? Of course not. Clover has clean beans. She can use some moisturizing though. When I first got Pepper, I think he had been a stray for so long. His beans were like... His beans were so cracked. They were so dry and cracked. I felt so bad for him. I was like, how long were you out in the wild for? But then after a while, eventually they started to get really smooth. Wait, the letters changed. There's no poop letters anymore. What happened? Not cool. Okay. Maybe... Oh, the lights have been flashing a lot more lately. Maybe I'll go outside and see if there's a rose anywhere that I can collect. There's gotta be, right? Like, right, Trash Cat? Fellow bunny cultists, would it be weird to lotion cat paws? I wouldn't recommend putting lotion on your cat's paws because your cat will probably want to lick it off. Oh, Sassfoot's around. And it wouldn't be good for them to ingest that. I did hear that coconut oil is okay to put on cat beans. That is apparently safe. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend lotion. But something like coconut oil I think is better to moisturize cat beans. But maybe only if it seems like your cat's paws feel like irritated and uncomfortable. If she seems okay, you can probably leave it alone. Hi, buddy. Speaking of cats, mine has decided to join the party. Let's see. I'm looking for a rose. I want to see if there's a flower out here anywhere that I can collect to put in that vase. Lilith needs a plunger, but that's not related to a puzzle. Yeah, I mean, I do need a plunger, but that's just for everyday use. There's many reasons why I need a plunger. Just like this eldritch god over here. I've decided to name him Oswald. Hello, Oswald. I hope you enjoyed your sandwiches. Where the F am I gonna find a rose? Didn't you get a rose as an ingredient and or a recipe in the Lost and Found? Did I? Hang on. I think... Oh, yeah. Wait, I think I did get a flower. Thank you, Alyssa. That would have tripped me up the rest of stream. Thank you so much. All right. La vie en rose. Oh. And then I'll grab the camera. Grab the camera. How did I forget about that? I swear I would forget my head if it wasn't on top of my shoulders. Okay. Let's get a pic. Oh, he's knocking. Hello? Ah! Mothman! Tonight I hear the forest sing. Do you? Moth as flames for brethren, petaled beauties capture my gaze. Hello? You're so tall, Mothman. What kind of food do you like? Oh! I'm afraid the verse of reason must be lost. I'm sorry, Mothman. I didn't mean to do that. Wow, so fluffy. Smack his butt? Okay. He loves me. Could have sworn you grew one with the plant puzzle. Yeah, oh, that's what grew in the garden. Yeah, you're right. No, the rose grew in the garden last time. She will have soft beans. The softest. Alright, what is Mothman like? I didn't know Mothman was such a romantic. Wants 4 vegetarian meals. This gent is such a hopeless romantic. Okay. 4 veggie meals, no problem. Is there anything we haven't made yet? I just want to get the achievement of making all the recipes. Let's see. What have we not made that's vegetarian? That's not vegetarian. That's not... Oh, a bean burrito is, though. We need a tortilla, beans, and chopped lettuce. We have tortillas, right? Yeah, we do. Tortilla. We're gonna put a whole can of beans in there. Nothing bad can come from that. And what was the last ingredient? Chopped lettuce. Chop suey. Hang on. Oh, just one chop. Damn, that's like a whole head of cabbage. All right, bean burrito time. This game makes me realize I need to go grocery shopping. Same here. I need to go grocery shopping as well. I have to get more food for Pep, actually. All right, Mothman. I ponder if time can touch voices once spoken through this device. This is the first creature that's, like, talked to us. I beg of you to act with care. I am. I'm giving you a friggin' bean burrito. Is this for me? I shower you with thanks. Yeah, this is the first creature that's spoken, like, actual words to us. From conception to creation, this meal shined like the heavens shine on thee. Whoa, I thought he was giving me a hug. He's so romantic. I can make more for you. Finally. All this time I've been wondering if marriage is for me. But I just haven't met the right Mothman yet, and now I finally have. I've been waiting forever. Alright, let's make more veggie recipes. But yeah, I need to go grocery shopping too. House salad. That's veggie. Lettuce, tomato, cheese, bread. Chopped lettuce, chopped tomato, chopped cheese, chopped bread. Chopped cheese! Okay. Take the other lettuce half. Tomato. This game always makes me so hungry. I hope that they continue to add more recipes and creatures. I saw that the game keeps updating. So I wonder if they're, like, still adding things to it. Because it was described as a sandbox game. So maybe that means that there's gonna be, like, more stuff to do later on. I hope that they create new ways to, like, make things as well. I like the chopping the most. Cheese, and what was the last thing? Bread. 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 That's a big thing of bread. Maybe I'll go grocery shopping tomorrow, actually. Ooh, I wish I had a magically restocking pantry. Me too. I hate grocery shopping. It's so hard to figuring out how much to get for just myself. Like, it would be easier if I was, like, buying for, like, me and a partner or me and family. But when it's just me, I'm like, I can't get this giant thing of spinach because I'm not going to be able to eat all this spinach in a few days, and it's all going to go bad in, like, 2 days. What do I do? Been putting off grocery shopping to watch Queenie? You should listen to me while you're in the store. I've seen this provide form to wisp-laden dreams. Salad? For my love? I wonder what awaits for me in a bag of brown. He has such a way with words. This gift was wondrous in flavor and form. Can I have a little smooch for that? But where are you going? Mwah. You're too tall. I can't reach you. Can you lift me up? Lift me up so I can kiss you. Lift me up so I can kiss you! Rejected again. That's my form of rizzing. My form of rizzing is just yelling at you to pick me up. But yeah, you should listen to me while you go grocery shopping. I'm a great grocery shopping partner. Bunny likes the chopping because she gets to use the knife! Exactly! I love using the knife. Fruit salad. That's vegetarian, right? I mean, it's not vegetables, but it's fruit. Blueberries, strawberries, and 2 apple slices. Do I have all the ingredients for that, actually? We have blueberry. Did we ever get apples? Just curious. I don't think we have. I'm not sure if we've gotten apples yet. Oh well, back to the dating apps. No! I'm trying to meet somebody the old-fashioned way. Inviting a Mothman into my home by leaving a rose out for him. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten apples yet. I think I've gotten lots of other fruit, but no apples. So I'll do a different recipe. French fries, done it. Chips and guac, that's vegetarian. And delicious. I love chips and guac. Chat, chips and salsa or chips and guac? Just curious. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a mood for both. There's a time and place for both. And it's hard to pit 2 queens against each other. Maybe I'd pick guac. Back in the day, I probably would have picked salsa, but I think now maybe I'd pick guac. Let's make some guac. I feel like we need to add, like, tomato and onion to this, though. That's some very basic guac. Oh, aggressive Riz. Hey, it works for some people. It works on my sweet, meek little cat boys. Because then I can be the one who's like, he asked for no pickles! I ponder if I can touch voices once spoken through this device. Stop staring at the phone and eat your meal. Okay, I'm gonna get on top of the couch this time. And then maybe I can reach his lips. I leave no crumb in my wake. Well, can you leave no lip unkissed in your wake too? I like your red eyes. I'm very drawn to people with red eyes or mothmen with red eyes. But he won't love me unless I make him one more vegetarian recipe. So that's what we're gonna do. Uppies. Uppies the bun. Put me down! No, that's me. I'm gonna go pick me up, and then they pick me up, and I go put me down! That's what it's like dating me. Crackers and cheese slices for cheese and crackers. What is gulab? Gulab hamun? I'd never even heard of this one before somebody requested I make... What is that? I'm gonna look that up. That sounds South American. Gulab Hamun. Oh, it's like a dessert. It's a popular South Asian dessert of deep-fried dough ball. Oh, it's South Asian. Deep-fried dough balls made from milk solids or milk powder soaked in a sweet, fragrant sugar syrup flavored with cardamom, rosewater, or saffron. Ooh, that sounds really good. They're balls. Yeah, they're balls. Well, why not make him a dessert? Let's make him a dessert. That doesn't have any meat before. I bet that would be good. We'll get the dough, a rose, and I mean, he likes roses, so let's have him eat one. I think we have all the ingredients for that. So let's make the dough, flour and water. Easy. Balls. Salsa over guac? Really? Reasoning. I mean, I like it's the thing, if I want something a little more acidic and like fresh, like in the summer, I would definitely prefer like a salsa. But if I want something more substantial to share with the table, it's probably gonna be guac. Would work on me, but don't think anyone would want to. You never know that. I can guarantee you one of these days somebody is gonna come up to you and be like, pick me up! And then you're gonna be like, HR! A rose. But it's gonna happen. I guarantee it. Counterpoint. Queso! Oh. I wasn't even thinking about queso. Queso didn't even cross my mind. How could I? Fuck, I love queso! Oh, especially when it's got little peppers in it. Damn it! I don't know which one I like the most now. Adding queso to the equation changes everything. Well, now I want chips and queso. I like a nice spicy queso. Oh, they look good. They look like it looks like they look like cream puffs. Or what's that giant dessert called? You know, the one, the tower, the croquembouche. They look like a croquembouche. I've always wanted to try a croquembouche. Impossible to believe the stories of distant sand and snow. Well, you better believe it, because they're right here. Behold, my greatest love, a tasty snack. We're perfect for each other. Wait, you're not leaving, are you? Your kindness shows in all you've done for us. Oh, he left. Oh, he's sitting now. Wait, now we can kiss. Thank you. And we can go outside. Mwah. Look how classy. You need to put some pants on, but I think you and I could really work together. I genuinely think... Why'd you stand up after I said that? Why do you look so alarmed? Alright, you keep waxing poetic. I'm gonna go see what's out here. Ooh, wait, this is pretty. I'm not stepping in that circle. That's leading to the Fey realm for sure. All it needs is some mushrooms, and I'm staying far, far away. But I will take a picture. Lilith preparing to give some toilets the advanced interrogation techniques. Oh. Listen, they're gonna need to prepare for my advanced interrogation techniques, especially after I'm eating queso. Few are graced by its presence. Okay, I think... I want to say that's who's in the fairy circle. I think we need to take a picture of the little fairy circle outside. Or whatever that is. One of these days, someone is going to come to you, look you dead in the eyes, and say, "Make me a pizza!" And then I'm going to have to throw a pizza at their head. Alright, well that's a whole lot of nothing. Wait, they might... Aurora Borealis! No, it's not green enough. It's not green enough. I think I need to stand... Shit. I knew I shouldn't have stood in there. Whoa! Hello? God? I like to say I'm compassionate. I fed the animals. I'm not done. I still have more to feed. The gathering of this chosen family awaits beyond the final meal. I'm not done yet. I have more things to feed. This is cool. I didn't beat the game, did I? Oh, whatever. I could pick that up in the Lost and Found later. They said final meal. So does that mean the creature wasn't in the stars? I couldn't feed that godlike creature in the sky? That thing was cool. This game keeps surprising me. Alright, it looks like this little wisp wants me to follow it. Went in the fire. My eyes are closest on the monochrome road. Do you have any idea what's happening here? You have any idea what the hell's going on here? Friendships forged in darkness can shine the brightest. Do you agree? That just sounds like trauma bonding to me. Alright, I think I need to put it in here. Oops. Chips and queso. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Fortunate Gems recipe. Oh! I think I found your favorite snack. Is this what you want? Oh, wait. Hang on. Fortunate Gems. Cereal, milk, bowl, spoon. Okay, so that's the cereal. Cereal. Don't go anywhere. Milk. The bowls were in here, right? Bowl. Spoon. Your favorite meal is cereal? Listen, different strokes. That's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. They're Lucky Charms. They're fucking Lucky Charms! Your favorite food's Lucky Charms! Oh, he likes that. Yay! Well. Thanks. Wait, where are you going? Did he leave the gift? Or do I have to follow him? Oh, I think he wants me to follow him. Where are you going? Hello? Oh. Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to be... Oh, fire. This is so cute. I feel like I'm being led to sacrifice, but this is very cute. Is this an altar? What is this? My dear, as I put ink to thoughts, memories of bygone summer nights flow, cricket songs touched by the scent of charcoal and pine, preserved over a lifetime. They're verses for all who reside in this space. When those words are found, the little ones, you have made a new friend. The little ones have made a new friend, and you a new family. We will meet again. May a lifetime of songs fill you. XX. This had to have been a nice old granny, I bet. I don't know. I just get the feeling that the writer the one who wrote these letters is just like a very sweet old lady who wanted her legacy to be carried on and just wanted to keep feeding all the nice little critters around her. There were still a few more entries in there, though. So, like, this feels like a game over, but I feel like there's a few more things we need to make things for. Wait, they're all here! Oh! The mice! The dog. He's roasting marshies. This is so cute. Look at them. My family. The frog. Where's there he is. There's Oswald. I love this. Wait, I want to get a picture of all of them. Family! I had to keep that. Wait, do I get to sit? Yeah. Ah, this is so cute. Oh, we did it. Okay, so we technically beat the game, but these must be the patrons. Oh no, they're the devs. Oh, this was such a cute game. I love this. Seems like you beat the required story, you'll be able to dick around post-credits. Yeah. For sure. I like this a lot. This was very up my alley. It was just sweet, cozy fun. I like the really like old inspired graphics. I have to at least get more achievements. Yeah, I wanna see the bonus creatures. Wait, he's back. Is there more he needs? Or does he just want more cereal? There might be another recipe he wants. Wait, let me just make sure everything is put in there. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, there's a few more, it looks like, that we need to get. So I think the next one we need to take... I want to feed that god. Yeah, let's see. How many more? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more. Okay. 4 more monsters. Oh. All right, well, we'll feed him last. We'll do... Because I guess that reset. So we're going to take a picture of the stars. The stars. The moon. Oh, I wonder if this little guy wants a snack, actually. Well, everybody's still here. They didn't all leave. So do they, like, live with me or something? Do they live with me or are they just visiting? Okay, let's see. Giant deer thing. Keep. Welcome back to our grove. Hi. What would you like to eat? While our time is shared, may we find peace in meditation. You look kind of hungry. I don't know. I like the idea of feeding a god. You know what? At least she's benevolent. I feel like she'd be the type to be like, be not afraid, and I'd scream. But she seems kind of chill. She seems like she would enjoy a delicious grilled cheese. What does she want? Giant deer thing wants to see the forest at peace. Few are graced by her presence. A true honor. Wait, that doesn't tell me anything about what she likes to eat. What does she like to eat? What do you guys think a giant deer thing would like to eat? What do you suppose? What haven't we made that she might like? Do you think she'd like strawberry ice cream? Or cheese and crackers? Maybe I need to... Yeah, actually, Jacob, you're right. Maybe I do need to feed her last. It's been many years since I've seen this friend about. Wait, yeah, I haven't taken a picture of the little wispy thing either. Friend. Keep. Friend wants to find kindred spirits. That's not food either. And then, all right, let me just take a picture of everything else. And then maybe somebody will want food. I don't know. This evening's ever-watching eye. What the hell is that? I see a tree. All right, I'm gonna go look for a tree. I don't think it's that tree. Is it past the fence that our friend kicked? Watchful eye. Watchful eye. That could be any one of these trees. Maybe this one? No. But yeah, we probably need to feed the deer last, I'm guessing. If the deer even wants anything, she didn't seem like she was hungry. I'm mostly just dicking around because I don't want the game to end. I'm like, that was too short. I wanted it to be longer. Let's see, maybe if I get a better look at the picture. The evening's watchful eye. You can watch their dances for hours, simply mesmerizing. All right, that bush might be easier to find, actually. One of these, right? Nor. Ah! His steps are so heavy. Wait, no, actually, that isn't easy to find. Damn. Yeah, I wish there was more to do in post-game. Well, let's see what happens if I try to make Miss Goddess Lady a recipe. What happens if I, like, make her some cheese and crackers or something? You think she'll like them? Or maybe I'll try feeding the wisp first and see if he likes that. Oh, wait. And there's still some other puzzles that I never figured out. I never figured out this. I never figured out what this meant. I never figured out the radio puzzle. I feel like there is still more to do, just I kind of have to figure that out on my own, I think, by futzing around. Well, I'm gonna make a recipe for this little will-o-wisp guy. See if maybe he's hungry. I'm gonna make him cheese and crackers. Wait, do I even have crackers, actually? Wait, I might not have crackers. No, I don't think I do. So there's probably other places I can find recipes. At least I had imagined so. Where are they hiding from me? Do you know, Mothman? Damn, he has a lot of different lines of dialogue. That's cool. Whoa, she's so huge. We relay thanks for those who cannot speak. Yeah, can you just tell me, like, what you want for lunch? I can do that. I'll make her something easier than cheese and crackers. Something easier. I just realized what I said. I'll make her a whole charcuterie board. I'll make something else I haven't made yet. Me trying to make lunch today. Wait, do I actually not have anything? That's so real. You look in your fridge and then you're just like, oh, there's nothing. All right, let's make ice cream. Let's see if the Eldritch God of the Twilight Lands enjoys chocolate ice cream. Milk, ice, sugar, chocolate bar. Chocolate bar? What the fuck? What's with all these ingredients that I just straight up do not have? And where do I find them? Chocolate bar. What do you mean? Where do I get apples? Where do I get chocolate? The garbage? Charcuterie. Yeah, I'm gonna make her a shark. Pepper! Pepper knocked over my Wei Wuxian coaster again. This is becoming a problem. I'm trying to figure out where else I would find... I don't remember my mother's face. That's random. What if that deer thing is her mother? Shark Whatchy board? You heard me. Alright, let's make strawberry ice cream. We have everything for strawberry ice cream. Milk. What if we need to make something for the missing person on the milk cart? Milk, sugar, ice, strawberry. We have sugar, right? I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah. I'm gonna see if she likes strawberry ice cream. How can you not? More ice in the oven. And a strawberry. And a strawberry. And a strawberry. Where the... Don't piss me off. Oh, there we go. Strawberry. Perfect strawberry. The pinkish hue of this flavor has never quite appealed to me. I'm afraid it looks a tad too much like frozen blood. I don't know how to respond to that. I think that's a you problem if you look at a strawberry ice cream and you think it looks like blood. Maybe raspberry sorbet, but ooh, that looks good. Okay. Let's go see if our mighty goddess likes strawberry ice cream. Pepper wants posters of things that he likes. No! Coaster! He wants my Wei Wuxian coaster. Okay, what do you think? How do you feel about that? Is she gonna eat it? Take it. How do I throw this into her mouth? I don't think she wants it. Can she even eat? What if I try to get closer to her? Oh no! I actually don't think I can get that back. Hey, ma'am, if you're not gonna eat that, it's just gonna melt into the ether. I don't think she wants food. Man, being a god sounds so boring. When I was reading Heaven Official's Blessing, I'm at the part where the main character, Shilian, he's been a god for a few years now. And his kingdom, he's noticed that there's a drought with some people in his, like a small town and like within his kingdom. And he wants to figure out how to help the people and stop the drought. I'll make more ice cream. That's easy. He wants to figure out how to help them and stop the drought. But everybody, all the other gods are just like, you can't meddle in the affairs of the humans. You need to let them figure it out on your own. And you can't do this and you can't do that. You can't present yourself in front of them. And I'm just like, what's the point of becoming a god if they can't do anything? Why would you try to achieve that in your life if, like, all you can do is just sit around? And you can't eat either? Everything just stops becoming fun. It's like, sure, you have ultimate power, but at what cost? I can't believe you said your coasters are tacky. My coasters are not tacky. I love my coasters. Metal. I mean, he's probably not wrong. It's just so forward. You've been reading these books for a while. What the fuck is cultivation? It's like... Let's see if he eats it. Wait, so do these ones just not eat? Alright, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make this cereal for this guy again. I'm gonna make him his cereal. And then I'm gonna see if he can help me figure out what these other monsters like to eat. Wait, where's the recipe for the righteous gemstones or whatever it was called? Fortunate gems. Cereal, milk, bowl, spoon. There. But yeah, cultivation, it's like... It's kind of hard to explain. It's sort of develop... You training to develop, like, powers and stuff. Cultivation... Genre... Definition. It's like power fantasy stuff, basically. Like gaining, basically gaining power through like martial arts and like different mystical arts and stuff, like elemental arts, essentially. It's like power fantasy, power scaling, kind of growing your own sort of developed power, I guess. Like in the one that I'm reading, Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation, the main character learns to harness like resentful energy from corpses and zombies and monsters from things, and he basically uses his cultivation powers to like raise the dead and like do his bidding and like attack things. It's really cool, but it does take a while to like kind of learn like all of the terminology. A lot of these books have so much, like, politics and, like, drama and intrigue. Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna sit down, but I'm gonna see maybe I can gather the rest of the monsters there or something. Maybe after he kicks it down... Maybe one of these bushes is the one that I have to, like, take a picture of or something. But yeah, he uses demonic energy, and his weapon, essentially, is, like, a flute. Let's see. Is there anything else here that I could probably take a picture of and find the creature? Yeah, his weapon is like a flute. And he uses that flute to play songs and raise the dead. And then in other ones, yeah, other people have other types of powers, like... some people use instruments as their cultivation tools. Other people use different types of weapons, like whips or... I don't know. And some people just use their fists, essentially. There are many ways to cultivate. No, not cultivating mass. Not like in Always Sunny. Oh, okay. This just locks me into the ending scene again. Alright, yeah, I don't really think there's that much more to do in this game. Is it helping Lilith cultivate some Riz? No! The opposite. I get too enthusiastic talking about it, and I probably weird people out. Alright, well, we basically finished the game, I guess, until, end of stream. We can, like, power wash or something. That was a good game. I liked that game. It was, and I completed a game. How about that? How about that? All right, I'm gonna, yeah, we can just keep washing in the meantime, I suppose. The DLC for, the Adventure Time Power Wash 2 DLC is coming out soon. I'm very excited to obtain that. Oh yeah, let me put on my music too. Damn, I wanted more creatures to feed. I'm sad, we only got to feed like 1 or 2 creatures. Hang on, everybody. Sorry for the dead noise. There. Okay. I am the ultimate gamer. Okay. I was hoping there would be like some cat creature or something that we could feed. Okay. We add these washes. No, that's with Libra. We don't want to do that. I guess we'll continue cleaning the miniature village. But first, let me hydrate redeem. I wanted like a cat or like a giant cat or something. If we could feed a giant octopus, why couldn't we feed like a tiger? Or like, I don't know. A giant frog. Welcome to Nutsville, my friend. Are you trolling me? Who hacked the game? Who hacked the game? Who's sending me to Nutsville? I'm being trolled upon entering. Oh, right. I forgot we have all of these different... I keep forgetting the controls are different in this game. How do I... Oh, that's how I switch. Okay. Finally proving that Lilith is a gamer. Proving? I don't need to prove anything. We all know I'm a pro gamer. Always has been. Always has been. I'm a pro gacha gamer. Unfortunately. I feel so bad. Anytime I, like, make a new friend and they ask me, like, what games I'm playing, or even an old friend being like, oh, what games are you playing right now? I'm like, gotcha slop. Help me. Oh, you're a gamer? Name every game. Name every cultivation. I feel bad. I'm not even reading this guy's text. I'm just straight up ignoring him. Sometimes I do that in real life, too. It's nothing personal. I just have those days sometimes where I just don't answer anybody. This was interesting. A couple weeks ago, chat. A couple weeks ago, I got invited to, like, a dance party at a bar. It was fun. And not something I usually do. I never go out dancing or anything, and I needed a little liquid courage to get me there for sure. But once I did eventually get out there, it was fun. But then there was one moment where, me and one of the girls I was with like a group of girls, we stepped outside just to get like a little fresh air. And to hit the Lilith lettuce pen. And, I don't remember how it came up, but I had, like, mentioned something about, like, I was like, oh, yeah, you know, this is... I told her, I was like, this isn't something, like, I usually do. Like, you know, I've like, this is fun, but I'm, like, so not used to going out and, drinking and dancing. And I told her, I'm, like, I'm pretty introverted. I just prefer usually staying at home. And she was like, really? You don't seem introverted to me. And we had already met, like, a couple of times, and that was, like, the first time anybody had ever said that to me. And I'm just like, I think it's just because I got a couple drinks in my body right now, but... I'm, like, wondering if maybe I'm... changing?
The button.
The button! Wait, I didn't even hear that notif go off, but Fluffy! Thank you so much for the tier 1 resub at 39 months! Thank you, thank you! Thank you for the button. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, I'm like, am I changing? Am I becoming more, dare I say, friendly? The bean. I forgot about the bean museum. I don't know. I personally still think I'm very introverted. And when I told my mom, she kind of shook her head and she was like, you? No. Extroverted? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm just trying to... I'm trying to come out of my shell more. It's not easy, but I'm trying. I want to have more fun, make more friends, and... Maybe it's because, I don't know, I've been less afraid to just talk about my interests more with people. Maybe that's what does it. Maybe it's because I'm talking about things I actually like talking about. Like video games. What streaming does to an MF. Oh yeah, by the way, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet. We were discussing this last time, but I took your suggestions, chat, and we have a couple new redeems set up. The high point ones that, one of them is the suggest a person to raid redeem, and another one is, what was the other one? It was make a VIP. Make VIP. So yeah, we have two new redeems, high point redeems, because they were requested, along with a shot of pain. Excuse me, speaking of pain. I think my vert is getting ambled, but I still need big time recharge. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I guess I've been more willing to go out and do things, but I still need the recharge time. Like, at least a week. Like, trust and believe, after that night, I stayed at home for like a week straight. And I, like, didn't go anywhere because I needed to recharge my battery and not interact with anybody. But yeah, I definitely still need my recharge time always. I love my alone time. I just like being a hermit. But not too much. Trying not to be too much of one anymore. I can be a hermit every other day. Instead of every day. But yeah, I had never been told in my life before that I seemed extroverted. Know me. See me, feel me, know me. Oh yeah, by the way, do you guys know Libra has a horse? Sorry to just be sharing her business, but I'm sure she probably wouldn't care. She messaged me the other day, and she sent me a picture of a horse. And she went, by the way, I'm taking care of this horse now. I was like, what? She's always doing this. All the time. She'll message me, and it'll be some random new animal, and I'll be like, that animal's cute. And she'll be like, yeah, he's mine. I'll be like, what? Since when? And she'll be like, oh, a couple days ago. So casually. I'm like, okay, if any of my friends were to have a horse, it would be Libra. She's a real-life Uma tamer now. She played so much Uma Musume that a real horse just appeared on her doorstep. And she decided to take care of it. She can't just keep getting cooler. I know. That's so fucking cool. I want a horse. If I had a horse, I would want to name it like what the... You know, in horse racing, the people always name the horses something crazy, like God's most special, perfect little boy. If I had a horse, I would want to give it a name like that. I know you mean an IRL horse, but my brain is giggling with the mental image of Bieber sharing images with her Uma Musume game. That would be like her April Fool's prank. She would be like, by the way, I bought a horse. You want to see a picture? And then she just sends me a picture of fucking Ogari Cab. Or Gold Chip. And I'm like, yeah, I should have expected that. Libra is a horse. She may be a bird, but she's also a horse. Well, listen, it's the year of the horse, so it only makes sense that she get a horse. Libra. Wait, I can't believe I haven't made that joke yet. Libra, the horse is here. Libra, the horse is here. I want her to get a picture of her cats riding the horse. How does one go about getting a horse? Aren't horses expensive? I just always assumed that if you owned a horse, you were rich. Although, I don't know. Maybe Libra's secretly a millionaire. I don't ask her about her private life. That's on her. I was like, are you gonna name the horse, Mejiro McQueen? I think she has a name for the horse, but it's not named after an Uma. Libra also has all the gacha luck. I know. I wish she would share some of it with me. I've been trying every single day to pull for the new Caleb myth in Lads, and I haven't. I woke up the other morning to a message from Runa, and all it said was, I lost my 50-50, and I had just woken up, and the first word that came out of my mouth that day was, no! Pour one out for our dear sister, Runa. She deserves that myth. And I do too. Ah! This is a hard to reach area. I need a ladder. I need a ladder. No, I need scaffolding. Is there scaffolding around here anywhere? No scaffolding to be found. Oh, I'm definitely the genre of horse owner who would name him some dumb shit like Lampshade. Jacob's gonna name his horse Polished Fork. Oh, that looks like a bunny. Oh wait, that's a cat. Meow. I was like, is this my kingdom? Yet. Jacob would name his horse 7-layer bean dip. Wait, that's what I should name my next Pokemon in our playthrough. In our Leaf Green. Do you think I could fit the name 7-layer bean dip into the Pokemon nicknamer? I think I could. I feel like it's worth a try. It's a perfect name. Ow! What was that for? Welcome, Hades. Don't bonk me. Guy, what would you guys do if I had a kid and I named the kid 7-layer bean dip? Would you still watch my streams? I think it's a great name. And then what if I gave that kid a sibling and I named them, Chips and Guac and Salsa and Queso? Oh, saying that out loud just made my stomach, like, actually rumble. Oh, we have to clean all that. I forgot about that. What a mess. What a goddamn mess. You feel bad for the kid. Why? That kid is gonna have the most awesome fucking time. I think it's a great name. That kid is gonna be made valedictorian for that name alone. It would have to be 7-layer BD. Yeah, it probably couldn't fit the whole thing in there. And 7-layer BD just isn't as it's just not as funny. The whole thing has to be filled. The whole thing has to be in there. I mean, I already named my PC 100% pure Angus beef. I should name my kid 100% pure Angus beef. Celebrities think that they're so creative, naming their children things like Story and Apple. And I'm being pushed! and Blanky. But nobody's brave enough to name their kid something actually real. Like pure 100% Angus beef. I mean, they would be like, their name would be Angie for short. So it's not like you would always have to call them by their full name. They always get outdone by their rival Spinach Artichoke Dip. Fuck! That's an even better name. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Not Spinach Artichoke Dip. Foiled again! Ooh, I could use some of that right now. With a crispy cracker. Oh, thank you for the posture check. De-shrimping! First name 1. Middle name 100% Angus beef. Or Angus, and last name beef. Angie for short. Angie is gender neutral. Beef. What do you think, Pepper? I mean, Pepper's full name is Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Cat, so... It's not the first time I've given something a long name. Isn't that right, buddy? You're being very patient today. I mean, I'm probably jinxing things by saying that. The only naughty thing he's done so far is knock over my Wei Wuxian coaster. Okay, we're almost done here, I think. I think we just have to get, like, the balloons. I think I have to stop the train, too, and clean that. Is the train clean, actually? The train is not fully clean. This train's dirty. This train is dirty AF. Ah! Oof. I could probably use Libra's help with this place, too. These are really big maps. I'm so excited for that Adventure Time DLC, though. I want to clean ooh. They're gonna get a side chick named Potatoes at that rate? Who, my computer? Meat and potatoes. And then they have a child named Side Salad. Or French fry. Crispy French fry. What if I had a kid and named it Crispy French fry? Wait, what if I named my kid Hot and Crispy? Do you think that's why I haven't found a marriage partner yet? Do you think it's because the universe is listening to me and they're like, we can't let this woman have a child? There is no way in hell we can let this woman have a baby. But they're cowards. Pepper, what are you chewing on? I knew I was gonna jinx it by saying he was being good. I just knew it. And now he's being naughty. Hey, stop that. Pepper. No. If Pepper gets a brother, does he get to be named Billy Shears? The wonderful Billy Shears. The one and only Billy Shears. To you. No, back in college, my friends and I, we made a really, for a split second, we decided to make a really bad Beatles cover band, and we called ourselves the Billy Shears Experience. We were terrible, but we had fun. We just made like these awful experimental covers of Beatles songs. They're not good, but they were fun. And I think we gave ourselves like nicknames too. Like I think I was Pal McCarthy or something. And one of my friends was Jam Lemon. I forgot the Ringo nickname we gave. But yeah. It was fun being in the Billy Shears Experience. We had like maybe 2 gigs, and one of them was in our apartment. I don't know. The idea of being in a band sounds fun to me. But actually being in a band, I think, I don't know if I could do it. You need a lot of discipline, I think, to be in a band, you know? Wait, let's see if I can leap of faith. Shit. I thought I could make that. But it's fine because all the friends that I was in a band with ended up making a much better band after we graduated, and now they are thriving and doing very well. And they play shows all the time. And they're making bagels. Happened to me twice. I don't know, it's hard being in a band and like sticking with it. You need to like, it's something you really do need to be serious about. Cause like, I don't know. It's one thing to just kind of fuck around and jam sometimes, but it's another to like take it seriously. How do I, change? Whoa. Okay, that extends a little further. There we go. That's how you change it. Wait, what? Ooh, 3-pronger. Neato. God help you if you don't know a drummer. Yeah, and if you don't know a drummer, you're fucked. And it's a lot harder than you think to find drummers. Nobody wants to be the drummer. Nobody wants to be the... I used to play the drums, though. Back when I was younger. But then I had to stop because, I stopped being dedicated, I suppose. Hello, Blurtus. How much money does a one-hit wonder get? 1 gold coin. 1 gold doubloon. I keep thinking about who's gonna be a one-hit wonder in a few years. Who are some artists that, will be considered one-hit wonders, like, 10 years from now? Who's, like, an artist that had, like, a really popular song recently? In, like, maybe the past 10 years, but only, like, one. Oh, God. I know that there are some. Whatever happened to that band Fun? The band that made it Some Nights I Stay Up. Eating some french fries. I know Jack Antonoff is like a big music producer now, and he's married to Margaret Qualley of The Substance. They weren't really a one-hit wonder band, though. They had a few good songs. I used to like them a lot in high school. I liked their first album. I feel like if you play your cards right now, you could do one banger, everyone remember that, and call it a day and live off of it. You could be like Greg from Steven Universe and have your song end up in a burger commercial, and then you make $1 billion. and be set for life. And royalties. You know, I'm slowly building up my royalties. Now that I'm making royalties, I'm like, you know what? In a few years, maybe this will be it. The Blurred Lines guy. You know what? Thank God he was a one-hit wonder. That song was creepy. Fun was absolutely a one-hit wonder. But what was their one-hit wonder song? Was it We Are Young? Was it some nut? It was probably We Are Young. Tonight, we are young. Watch Todd in the Shadows one-hit Wonderland videos. They're all retrospectives on one-hit wonders and what they ended up doing after that, and they're all excellent. Ooh, it includes a Where Are They Now? Oh, those sections are always so sad, though. It's like, well, this artist was on Celebrity Rehab. Oh, Aaron Carter. My first concert. He was a one-hit wonder. And you know what? And his song, his one-hit wonder wasn't even his song. It was a cover. I Want Candy. What else is there to even flip and clean around here? Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Hey, no. Pepper, come on. Good boy. Fun had 2 hits, though. We Are Young. Yeah, We Are Young and Some Nights. All right, they were a 2-hit wonder band. Hit and good song aren't mutually exclusive. No, I mean, listen. A one-hit wonder band, just because it was a hit, that doesn't mean it was a good song. A lot of one-hit wonders are pretty bad. So someone who came out with a single banger song and that it. Kane Digital Circus. Kane from The Amazing Digital Circus is a one-hit wonder. Wait, was that the only song in Digital Circus? Why did I think it was more of a musical? Is Digital Circus not a musical? Are there other songs in it? Has Been Hotel is a musical, I know that. I heard the word rehab and it like sparked an adjacent thought. Did you see the recent Shia LaBeouf interview? Oh God, no. What did he do now? He's kind of a mess. And I've been too caught up in too many messes. I learned I think they're gonna cancel The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because it's gotten too messy lately. Which is fine. I can't watch that show anymore because it just makes me too sad. I'm trying to think of other, like, modern one-hit wonders now. Oh, God. Shit, I'm trying to think of, like, bands that were popular. Wait, 3OH!3. They're kind of one-hit wondery, right? Are they still even making music? 3OH!3 made the Don't Trust a Hoe, Don't Trust a Hoe, Don't Trust Me. Did they also make, I'm Sexy and I Know It and Party Rock Anthem? Maybe they're not one-hit wonder either. But they don't make music any... I don't think they do, at least. That was the only song. Really? So there aren't other songs in Digital Circus. That's the only song in Digital Circus. It's a good song. And Jacob does a great cover. So that is the one song. Okay. Rower, did you know Kurt slandered Free Rent in his most recent video? Uh-oh. Fight! 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 I need drama! I need my fix in a drama! Life has been awfully boring ever since my scamming incident a couple weeks ago. I'm still mad about that, by the way. I still want revenge. I'm never gonna get over that. Don't scam somebody or try to scam somebody who's incapable of getting over anything. Oh, Bastille's Pompeii. Ayo, 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 ayo. Oh, that was kind of a good song, though. I liked that song. It was kind of sweet. I think a lot of post-COVID hits are mostly one-hit wonders because TikTok isn't really good at producing longevity. No. No! Oh, you know a song that was a one-hit wonder? Do you guys remember that British artist, Cher Lloyd, who made the song that I Want You Back, I Want You Back? What happened to her? She never made another song after that. Cher Lloyd? Did I tell you guys that on Drag Race a few weeks ago they lip-synced to Axel F by Crazy Frog? That was insane. I never want that show to end, ever. Slander is an aggressive term. Well, now I want to know what you said about Frieren. Like me, you do have some strong anime opinions. He calls her fit mid. Frieren's fit? Oh. Oh, her fashion. Okay, not about the anime itself. I think her outfit's cute. I like her pigtails. I like Fern's outfit more, personally. I think all of the layers suit her really well. Frieren's outfit could maybe use more color. Not a fan of drab and gray. I need color. Whimsy. Who scammed you? OMG? Long story. They didn't end up getting my money, thankfully. I got smart. But, yeah, long story short, a client, quote-unquote, reached out to me with a deal. And then they just tried to end up taking my money in the end. Those fuckers. I'm gonna break their kneecaps. I'm gonna leave gorilla shit at their door. I'm probably never gonna find them. I cast Zoltrok. Zoltrok! Fireball! It's fine. I got like a legit gig a few days later, so it was all fine in the end. But ooh. Ooh! Chat can tell you, my blood was a-boilin'. I was like a bull in a china shop. Everything around me was destroyed. We're never gonna see another song from fucking Pofu or Tommy Richmond. I don't even know who those people are. I don't know who Yeet is, so why would I know who they are? Do you guys think Yeet's gonna become a one-hit wonder? I've never heard of him, so I'm sure he will. I did make comments about the anime that got people upset, though. That's fine. That's fine. That's nothing new about what we've done. What'd you say? I've only seen like 7 episodes of Frieren. I'm into Dongwon now. I like that queen on TikTok shorts who lip syncs to random bullshit like popcorn in the microwave, debit machines, and Pokemon tracks. You'll have to send me a video of who that is. I feel like I've seen that. I've seen like the queens lip syncing to birds chirping. But yeah, lip syncing to Axel F by Crazy Frog was pretty great. Even better, calls Fern frumpy. I don't agree. You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't agree. You call it frumpy, I call it Antarctica core. Oh, dirt! Frumpy. You've never heard of layering? Layering is my specialty. I've been told I'm good at layering my clothes. I didn't call her that. Assassinate them. I'm trying! I want to hunt them down. SpongeBob, kill this man. Aura 67 yourself. Wait, where the fudge is the rest of this grime? Festival stage. That's so many things. Smiley on that one Drake song. Drake. Break. I was thinking about it the other day. You know what we're lacking in music? Nobody has the guts to make a fucking 9-minute song anymore. When I was at home with my parents over the weekend, we were listening to one of my favorite albums, Harry Nilsson's Nilsson Schmielsen. And his song, Jump Into the Fire, one of the best fucking songs of all time, is like 7-8 minutes, and it's so good. But nowadays, I feel like I listen to songs, and they're 2.5 minutes, and they're done. Why are they all so short now? I know why they're all so short. No attention spans. Nobody is making 9-minute rock opera songs anymore, and that's the problem with music. Where are my epics? Seven-minute tracks. 8-minute track. 10-minute tracks. By the transitive property Kurt called Lilith frumpy. I am totally not putting words in his mouth. You called me frumpy? I don't think so. Listen, I'm a lot of things. I'm insane. I'm spacey. I'm a little materialistic sometimes. I'm stubborn. But I am not frumpy. My fashion sense is iconic. Ask anybody on the streets in New York. You're gonna look at my Mayako cardigans with the biblically accurate angel eyes sewn into them, and you're gonna say that's frumpy? Shame to your bloodline for 300 years. Assassinating Kurt's character. Yeah, no. I'm joking. I don't think he actually called me frumpy. He knows better. No shame to Kurt's bloodline for 300 years. I was just listening to Jesus of Suburbia. That's another one. That's the perfect example of a rock opera 9-minute hit. I'm the son of raging love, the Jesus of Suburbia, the above on a steady diet of soda pop and Ritalin. Mary Jane. Lilith, check out Deer Hunter and Coheed and Cambria for long AF rock songs. Thank you. I will. Most certainly. And Mastodon. Yeah, I know Mastodon makes long songs. Dishonor on Kurt. Dishonor on his cow. Dishonor on his horse. Dishonor on his waifu. All of them. Also, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I think that means it is time for us to conclude our ceremony for today. We discussed many a thing. We fed many a creature. And we assassinated many a character. I don't care if the show apparently sucks. I would love to be in a production of American Idiot the Musical. You know what? I didn't mind American Idiot the Musical. I thought it was pretty good, actually. I saw it with Billy Joe Armstrong when he played St. Jimmy, and I liked him in it. I thought he was not bad at all. He was fun. And the show is good. I mean, although I don't love jukebox musicals, that one, as far as jukebox musicals go, that one wasn't the worst. But yes, I must give my cat his crunchies now before he decides to wreak more havoc. But thank you so much, everybody, for a wonderful Tuesday night once again. Thank you guys for talking to me about anime, for talking to me about music, and all sorts of other fun topics, too. I had such a lovely time. I shall be back again soon, probably with more Pokemon, or maybe a horror game too. We could probably use another horror game coming up soon. So I'll get the brain juices thinking on that one. American Idiot doesn't count as a jukebox musical, it's a concept album. I have passionate feelings about that. I mean, it is a concept album, but I mean the musical itself. The musical itself. Summer horror blockbuster. Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout! Wait, yeah, I will have to take advantage of some summer sales that are coming up for horror games. But yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do some Backrooms related games because the movie is coming out soon. But we'll think on some fun ideas soon. But yes, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. This was super fun. Thank you for yapping with me. Thank you to everybody who followed today, everybody who resubbed, donated bits, gifted subs. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Roro. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Fluffy. Thank you, Lumi. Thank you, Craig's Critique. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me so much. Thank you to all my lurkers. Thank you all. It was so wonderful hanging out with all of you guys tonight. I cannot wait to see you all again very soon. Everybody go make yourself a delicious meal. Watch a musical. Listen to a one-hit wonder. Listen to your favorite one-hit wonder after stream today. That's my homework for after stream. Five Nights at Freddy's, the musical, the movie, the game. Exactly. We're getting that. Yeah, next stream we're doing all Five Nights at Freddy's slop. We're playing every single Five Nights at Freddy's game next stream. I hope that you're all strapped in. I can't wait to see you all then. Take care of yourselves, listen to your favorite one-hit wonder, and have a wonderful evening. You hear me? Bye, 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 bye.